Hi, ma'am. Ma'am. I have logged in. Yeah. Sorry? Okay. So you'll be there, right? So how to contact you? Like, what should I do now? Okay. So I'll start my class. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So I'll be hello, and I'll be using the digital tab. This was given to me by I was using like I was taking class online class for 2 months before. So I'm using the digital tab which was given to me by them. I'll connect to it. Hello. If possible, can I see your face? Like, if possible, like it's so weird. Like, if only I'm talking here. Okay, done. Fine then. Okay. For 10 minutes, I'll go. Right? Thank you. Yeah. So today's class is all about. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I'm Upanya. I've been in this teaching field of for competitive examination for more than 5 years, and even I'm into preparation. So today's topic will be like today's topic will be time, speed, and distance. Let me share my screen. So since today is the first class, I'll be having a whiteboard screen. Yeah. So today's topic will be, as said before, time, speed, and distance. So usually I used to solve the sums on the whiteboard, and the questions will be presented to you on the whiteboard itself. I'll give the basics first. So while coming to time, speed, and distance, not people used to consider this a bit tricky, and it may confuse for the it may be confusing for the beginners. But the diagram which I'm going to show you now, it will make all your doubts clear, and it will be easy for us to remember how this we have to remember in steps. And so, like the basic formula for this would be like. We have studied this in school, right? So speed is equal to distance into time, and time will be distance into speed, and distance will be. I'm sorry. So we'll go from the basic sums. So that formula for distance will be time into speed, and time would be distance by speed, and speed would be time by distance. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous because no one is there in this recording, and feeling a bit stressed. That's it. And this is a basic for all the time, speed, and distance. And the trickiest part would be the train sum. So let me jump to the train sum. So basically, the train sum is most confusing, and it surely for examination, the questions for preliminary will be, for example, we'll take SSC examination. The preliminary would be we get around 1 to 2 questions for prelims, and for mains, we can expect from 3 to 5 questions from this topic. So this is kind of important one, and let me go through this. The basic formulas I'm going to explain. So the train sum, okay, if it is 6 standard and moving, one train will be moving for sure. And if it is supposed to cross a pole or a standing man or a standing a tree, electric pole, etc., which doesn't have a distance of itself. And the other thing is a train crossing a bridge or a platform or another train which is not moving, which is still. Basically, one train is moving and the other object is standing, is in the same position. Like one is in the pole, man, tree, etc. and other has a distance like bridge, platform, and train, which is not moving. So how do we see this? A formula changes a bit. So the distance would be distance of train, and the speed would be speed of train. Timing would be the time taken by the train to cross a pole, man, or tree. So uh, this portion is bit easier and easy for us to understand. The next one is if a train is crossing a bridge, platform, or other train which is standing still. So distance would be, what would be the distance? The first case we saw a train is crossing a pole or a man or tree. The distance would be the distance of the train, the length of the train. And in this case, we can't just only calculate the length of the train, but we also have to calculate, take into account the length of the bridge, platform, and uh, other things like. So because bridge has a length, platform has a length, and other train which is standing still has a length. So we have to consider both the things, which is like length of train plus length of the bridge or platform, whatever which is given in the length. In this case, we don't have length. A man tree doesn't have a length, so distance would be only the length of the train. Here the distance would be length of train plus length of bridge, and the speed remains the same. Bridge platform doesn't have a speed, so in this case the speed would be the speed of the train, and time it's same, distance into distance by speed, which is like speed of the train. So time taken by the train to cross the bridge, platform, or the still standing train. And this portion is also easier. Only thing we have to consider here is this portion where a train crosses bridge, platform. The distance we have to calculate is length of train and the length of bridge. And coming to the next section, a train is moving another train. Okay, train is moving. A train is crossing another train. This is the case. Uh, a train can. So first section will decide like car, a man who's a running man, or a cycle, which is like moving. So here the distance would be only the length of train, and the speed would be, I'll say this portion, and the speed would be like, it will change. I'll say this portion. Only this portion we have to consider in mind. The speed I'll be saying in this section. Okay, like the train is moving And here same direction and opposite direction. A train can move, both train can move in this direction, or it can move like this with opposite direction. So the distance would be, we have two trains, right? We have two trains. So train 1 plus train 2. We have to calculate both the distance. We have to add both the distance. And the speed would be, relative speed here. So in relative speed, if it is moving in the same direction, we have to go with speed 1 minus speed 2. The speed of train 1 minus the speed of train 2. That's called relative speed. And the time taken would be distance divided by relative speed. Whatever we are getting here, we have to substitute here. While it is traveling opposite direction also, the distance should be only added. There's no doubt. If it is a distance, we have to add. And there's no subtraction. Train 1 plus train 2. And here the relative speed would be speed 1 plus speed 2. And the time would be relative distance divided by relative speed. So this is where we get confused. Only thing we have to remember here is, if it is a distance like bridge platforms, if it is a train is crossing a bridge platform or other train, the distance should be added. And if the train is moving in the opposite direction, it should be added. While the train is moving in the same direction, it should be subtracted. And coming to this section, if a car is running, the distance would be like length of train, and the speed is same as how we calculated here, relative speed, S1 minus S2 or S1 plus S2. If it is the same direction, it will be S1 minus S2, or if it is in opposite direction, S1 plus S2. And the time taken, we know that distance divided by relative speed. So this is the overall topic. We have covered like overall topic, the overall concept of time, speed and distance. We know the formula in time, speed and distance. Only we have to substitute the formulas. The major part, the major question comes from this train section, and the whole of the train section is over from only this formula. So basic calculations are there, where they might give the question in meter per second, and they can ask you in kilometer per hour. So we'll see if the question is in, if you are giving it in hour, if the time is in hour, the speed should be, if the time is in hour, the distance, I'm sorry, the distance should be in kilometer, and the speed should be in kilometer per hour. If the time is given in minutes or seconds, distance should be in meter, and the speed would be meter per second. And the option might differ. And we have to calculate accordingly. So for this calculation, if they have given in kilometer per hour and we have to convert in meter per second, only thing, if it is like x kilometer per hour, we have to convert money. We have to go with x into 5 by 18. This is the simplified form of meter per second. That's it for easy calculation. And if given as x meter per second, we have to convert into kilometer per hour, means we have to do as x into 18 by 5. So this is a basic calculation. I hope it's clear. Let me pause the video. Ma'am, should I go for the questions or should I solve the questions? Okay. Just now saw the message. Please give me a minute. Just a minute so that I can take my questions out. Yes, ma'am. हाँ, आपको चाहिए कि मैं क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करूँ? ये तो बेसिक्स है। हाँ, मैं तो क्वेश्चन मेरा पीपीटी में है। अभी मैं मेरा सिस्टम ओपन करी थी और इतना लोड हो रहा है, इतना स्लो है, पता नहीं। ठीक है। Okay, fine. Okay, nothing else. So, what's the procedure? Why should I apply for voluntary? Sure. If you need me to solve the question, I'll be ready within 2 minutes. I'll fetch all my activities. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.